Alrighty, here's a quick and easy meat sauce recipe that's aimed to please. Alrighty, so let's see what we got. We got some bell peppers, orange bell peppers, got some carrot, got some celery. Alrighty, and most of the ingredients as I had in my fridge. We got some garlic and we got some red onion. I got about 1.5 pounds of 93.7. 93.7. Okay, I got some crushed tomatoes. You could use plum also. And tomato paste to thicken it up. Right, those are our main ingredients. And let's get started. Okay, we got a little extra virgin olive oil. All right, now this is our fat content, right? So we're using 93.7 on the ground beef, so we need to add a little fat in there, right? So the olive oil is going to do that. You really don't want to go with 80-20. You're going to get too much fat. Alrighty, so you want to try to go with a lean ground beef. Get that heated up and get your onions in there. You're going to cook these transparent, about 2 minutes or so. That's the sizzle of the garlic. Did I say onions? I meant garlic. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning to this also. So I'm going to put a little oregano. And you can omit the seasonings, or you can add the seasonings. And you can add any seasoning you want. You really can't go wrong with this recipe. Okay, so I'm going to go some oregano. I think that's little onion powder. Little garlic powder. Little crushed black pepper, of course. Got a nice mix. What we'll do now is we'll get our red onions in there. And you're basically just looking to sweat these out. All right, you're not for sauteing per se. You just want to get them like to where they're wilty. And I believe that's a little salt going in there. Again, use any spices you want, or you don't have to use any at all. This is a meat sauce that you can throw the kitchen sink at. It's not a, what do we have there? That's our bell peppers, carrots. And of course our celery. All right, so you add your garlic first, your onions, and then your bell peppers, carrots, and celery. And you'll sweat this all out for about 5 minutes or so. Alrighty, and of course, once that's all said and done, you put a little red wine in there, or a little burgundy. And basically that's going to get all those bits and pieces off the bottom of the pot and bring that all together. And you're going to cook that down just for about a minute or so. That's going to cook down pretty quick. Gives it a nice flavor. I had red wine, no burgundy, so I'm throwing that in there. If I had burgundy, I'd probably use that first. Then what you want to do, obviously, is get your ground beef in. Start breaking it up. Oh yeah. Continue cooking on a medium flame and just continue breaking it up. This is what you call a wooden spoon recipe. Wooden spoon recipe. A little black pepper in there, why not? Never have too many seasonings, right? A little oregano. And of course we got our onion powder and garlic powder. And you won't overpower this dish. Don't forget, we got about 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and we're going to also go 16 ounces of the tomato. So you're not going to overpower this dish. And you see there, we're just continuing to cook it down. And we're continuing to break up the ground beef and make sure you get all that pink out of there as much as you can. And get ready to add your remaining ingredients. I'm going to throw some parsley in there. You can if you have. If not, it's no biggie. And of course, there's our tomatoes. And I'm using, I think, stewed, right? You could use plum if you have. Either or. Doesn't matter. And of course, a couple scoops of tomato paste will thicken it up as it cooks. A little more liquid in there. This pot right now is packed with flavor, as you can imagine. We're going to continue to simmer this a little bit. A little trick is always save some of your pasta water. If you ever have to thin anything out, a couple spoonfuls of pasta water gives it a nice flavor. Does the trick. And we'll go medium on this and we'll cook it down. Cook it down for as long as you can. 5-10 minutes will do. This is not a sauce or gravy that you're going to cook all day. All right, this is a quick throw together meat sauce that'll blow your mind. Oh yeah. That's friggin' awesome. Oh yeah. And let me show you how I like to serve this for myself here or the family. Okay, you get a saute pan, get hot, get some butter on there. A little garlic in there. That all mixed around, get that garlic cooking, that smell going. Season that up, why not? Basically using just about the same ingredients as that I use to make the sauce, the meat sauce. Oh yeah. Give that a little cook for about a minute or so. Get that garlic nice and toasty. Get those seasonings simmering. Now let's get our pasta in. Oh yeah. Now you don't have to do it this way. You can, heat the pasta up under hot water. Try to keep it out of the microwave, of course. Run it under hot water, and you can just spoon your sauce right over it. I like to do it this way, so this is the way I'm going to do it. Get a little cheese in there. And at this point, what we want to do is we want to start incorporating some liquid to the mixture there. So we'll get a little sauce in there. You could try to keep this sauce with less chunks. just to incorporate it into the pasta. Let that heat up for about 30-40 seconds or so. And then let's plate it up. Wow. I mean, the smell, you know, the sauce smell with the garlic and the cheeses and stuff, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? A little meat sauce right on top of there. Let's dress this bad boy up with some cheeses. I got Romano and Parmigiano. Get a little bit of that on there. You know, you got that red wine in there with the onions, the garlic, the peppers. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. And you can do all this in about 15 minutes. How's that look for a nice Saturday afternoon lunch? Oh, yeah. And I'm serving this with angel hair pasta, but you could use your favorite pasta. Look at that. Nice chunks of meat. I like my meat sauce chunky. And we got a sniffy nose into the picture there on the left. We'll have to take care of that. He does not get fed from the table. And that's about as close as he'll get, and I'll rip him down. And there you go. And look, this is it, man. This is a great, quick meat sauce. Whip it up. Enjoy.